here we are. Let's fly Kerbal Space Program, the career mode, the space race mode. Let's get back into this thing. Been a few days since I looked at this. I was off doing other projects for a little bit. Base, that's one of the save file that I used. You know what the problem is with space shuttles? I mean, you know that I really like my space shuttles, right? The problem with space shuttles is that whole internal cargo bay, and the fact they have to carry around so much mass around an orbit. I've got ideas about that. We'll get to that later. It's a little teaser. Okay, select mission package, space race. Here's what I want to do. So, the next mission in the written progression is this Rocket Man. We're launching a manned spacecraft. However, in the downtime since this last time, I've gone and I've come up with a new launch vehicle. Yes, I know. Yeah, everybody who knows me, you're laughing at me about that because that's what I always do. I'm gonna skip ahead to this other one. Maps are fun. Oops, hang on. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that one. We need to know more about our beloved home planet of Kerbin. The mission: put a satellite into a near polar orbit so it can take lots of pretty pictures. To represent cameras, sensors, and other scientific equipment, the satellite must mass at least 1 ton. Get a reward of 60,000 krones for this. Select that one. No, I didn't want that. Let's see. So I need to put together just a basic mapping satellite. It has to weigh at least 1 ton. Let's start with this. What's it here? Seems like a pretty decent little probe core. I started out when writing missions. I specified exactly exactly what components to add. But later on, I want to back off from that. I want to have maximum creativity possible. Just to represent the functional components, I'll just give a basic mass requirement. Let me see. What are we going to call this? Kerbin Mapper. Here we go. Not feeling too incredibly creative with the names right now. Still 0.68 mass. We would need to get it up to at least 1. Probably just need the inline avionics package. Let's give it a few lights so it'll light up. Now, this launch vehicle, which I have developed under wraps, and we have yet to have a full operational test on the thing. It's kind of a hybrid design of the space shuttles which I was developing before, and earlier the Grunt series. It has a space shuttle like general configuration. However, the vehicle it is not going into orbit. It just needs to get the payload out of the atmosphere, and so my payload has to have its own fuel to steer itself around. I'm thinking that there's no reason to put any RCS on this one. So, okay, our mass is already up there enough. Here, let's do it similar to what we did last time. Again, let's even go with that same. How about this little engine like this guy? What does that do for us? Okay, 1436 meters per second. Yeah, that's a respectable amount of delta V. And it's actually a lot more thrust-to-weight ratio than we really need. Let's even go down a size here. Woo! Look at that. Okay. Yeah, that's a more reasonable thrust-to-weight ratio, and then it's more delta V. I think I like that. Let's run a few struts in there, just because I get nervous when I see structures without struts. Strut from there up to there. That looks nice and solid, doesn't it? And just because I like those greeblies, here, let's go and add some more of these little greeblies that don't really weigh anything under this thing. You know what I'm saying? Gotta like the greeblies. Oh, here, no. Yeah, like that. And, oh, hang on, let's do an action group for that thing. Toggle. Yeah, we want all that stuff to open up when we hit 4. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, how about this? Oh, no, that one's too big. How about this one? Ooh, I like that one. Yeah, it's kind of sticking out there kind of far. Yeah, no. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, effective and compact folding antenna. That sounds exciting. Let's do one of those. Does that mean that it does stuff? Oh, yes, it does. I haven't actually tried these parts yet. I don't know what it'll do. It'll be something. Imagine it'll be cool. Ooh, very small folding antenna. Another one, huh? But let's see what else we got. More powerful. Another antenna. Ooh. Yeah, here we go. Imagine a lot of these are set up to be specifically very similar to. They're for the remote tech mod, which I haven't played around with, but I just want it to look cool and do cool stuff, you know? There we go. That will be exciting. Yeah, well, we'll find out what happens when we deploy all that stuff. I wonder, I should have been paying attention to the mass. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. And, oh yeah, look at what would happen to our Delta V. Nah, I'm sure that'll be fine. I suppose I could go and... here, let's take this thing off. Let's put another fuel tank on there. Another one of these same fuel tanks. I bet you that's good. Yeah. That's plenty good. This is the vehicle that we're going to use to meet our mission goals, and our mass ends up it's being fairly heavier than you actually need for the mission, but you know, a secondary goal for the mission is to test the launch system to see if a Kerbal will survive it. So here we go. Now I'm going to put this thing in a payload fairing. I know everybody's going to be all upset that I'm not doing the... What am I trying to say? The procedural fairings. That's the word I was looking for. Grief, sometimes I can't talk. Honestly, I've run into an issue, and I guess many other people don't have the same issue. There's something going on that... I can get the procedural fairings to work, and they will work with Ferrum's Aerospace Research. However, the latest version of Ferrum's Aerospace Research, for me, it will not work with the other wing mods. So I have to use the old version of FAR. How much does this whole thing cost at the moment? It costs 7,625 krones. Very, very inexpensive. But I need a way to get this thing out of the atmosphere. It's got enough boost once it's out of the atmosphere and on its way to orbit that it can finalize the trip. Let's go to lifters, and here is what I've been working on. Swerve 1. Come on. Come on. Yeah, put that one in there like that. Yeah. Here we go. Swerve. Suborbital winged engine return vehicle, because so named because really this vehicle, this is not an orbiter, so it is suborbital. It's winged, and the entire purpose of this vehicle is to bring this liquid fueled rocket engine back so I can reuse it. This is going to be our first operational test of the Swerve technology, so I'm looking forward to it. Yep. Okay, here we are in Spaceplane hangar. Let's get this thing, get it oriented in a useful direction like this, and turn it over. Okay. Now let's get again into lifters. Here's the booster stack, looking very familiar in a lot of different ways. Let's put it, let me see, I want this thing fairly far forward like that. Good. Let me see, how much is this thing costing? Alright, this could be a problem if we're thinking like a traditional rockets, in that my total launch vehicle costs more than the reward. Yeah, the entire vehicle costs 63,352 krones, and my reward is 60,000 krones. However, what this is designed, this is the engine return vehicle. This is the single most expensive component of the entire vehicle. This is going to come back, and we're going to use it again. Won't that be nice? Let me see. We're supposed to have, in the newest version of the advanced SRBs, we're supposed to have some new docking clamps. I haven't tried them before. I haven't looked at them, or launch stability enhancers. I need to find those. I wonder where they are. Okay. That sounds good. Here, let's attach that like that. Does it... Oh, it doesn't actually extend to the ground, though, does it? Oh, that could be a problem. Okay. Oh, wait, whoop, 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 whoop. Hang on. What? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Maybe slightly buggish, but still functioning. We got footprints down here. Yeah, 64,000. Plus enough for four cans worth of the solid rocket fuel. Which, let me see, it's another 8,000. Okay, so it'll be a little over 70,000 total launch cost. But I think we're ready to go. Okay, let's grab this, flip it over right side up. Do one click over because we're going for this polar orbit kind of thing. Yeah, that'll work. Save it again. And let's launch it. Okay, here we are. Yeah, I think there are new experimental stability enhancers are... the vehicle is being solid. It's not wobbling around at all, so they are attached. They're invisible. They're stealth, cloaked launch stability enhancers. Okay, so we have this all selected. That's good. All right, guys, let's try it out. We're just going for polar orbits heading north. There's precision control is on. SAS is on. And there's main engine light. And there's the solids. Let's gimbal the main engine back some. Put it right about here. Ooh, nice and steady. About 1.5 G acceleration. I think I like it. Yeah, so the SRBs, they're set to burn for just over a minute and a half, and our main engine here has enough fuel in this tank to burn for like 3.5 minutes. So that all works out well. I like it. I like it. It's nice and smooth. No surprises. There we are. We're supersonic at this point. Okay, we're starting to roll a little bit. Can we stop that? Here. Okay, coming up 90 seconds. About 10 seconds of SRB boost left. So we need to be ready to catch this. We'll have to do some engine gimbaling correction. Whee! Okay, well that's kind of odd. The SRBs shoot up ahead of me. Maybe but then I may have jumped the gun just a little bit. Okay, well this is working fairly nicely, isn't it? Let's aim for, say, about right around 80-kilometer orbit. And I'm certain that our satellite itself will have enough fuel to go higher if I feel that's necessary. Okay, so we're almost out. We're almost done with this tank. Just a few seconds left in it. Man, it's almost enough to get this thing into orbit. Look at that. Okay, stop that. And we shall decouple. Boom. Good. Okay, let's see if we can just get this aligned up properly. And next we'll get rid of the shrouds. Boom. And we'll get rid of that one. And we'll light the engine. Good. What happened to our engineer? Oh, okay. Yeah, but this is the second engineer, the engineer that's actually on the payload. So let's put that right there, because I like being able to see that. Hope that that engine doesn't damage the engine return vehicle as we boost away from it. And let's do some throttling up. Whoa, okay, okay, yeah, you can see that I should have paid more attention to balancing some of the mass out, because it definitely wants to swerve to the left. Keep pointing down, don't let that apoapsis grow too high, because we just want an orbit for now. And I kind of want to get in an orbit pronto, as the swerve vehicle is going to re-enter very soon, and I want to be there for it. And shut it down. Okay, good. Here, let's hit this button to unfold all the widgets. Widgets are unfolded. Doesn't that look like a nifty little satellite? Here, let's turn the lights on too. Good. Okay, I'll switch vehicles back to... it'll call it a probe. Well, actually, here, but I should do this while I'm here. I'll hide finished goal. Finish the mission. Bang! There's our... There we go. Okay, so now, let's go back to this one here. Switch to. Game is thinking about it. There we go. Okay, so we want to be sure that we're controlling from here. Good. I'm going to decouple, get rid of that. And we're still going up. This is good news. Yeah, I'm putting this together. The cone that I have in the front of this thing is something I put together with Lando's part generator. It has some extra mass in it to balance the vehicle out. It has a large battery and has a radioisotope thermal generator in there to produce electricity. It's generally a useful part. Okay, here we are reaching our apoapsis, and we'll start back downhill. Okay, do some time compression. There we go, just beginning to hit the very first wispy little outer traces of atmosphere. Let me see, at this point I want to switch to joystick control, joystick and rudders. Here, let's set this up to my airspeed settings. Thank you. Good. I was doing this just a little bit of testing. I've only flown this thing through re-entry once. You know, I will develop things. I'll do some work while I'm not recording, especially in stuff that's repetitive. You've already seen develop these vehicles many times, but I don't want to do all the testing without recording it. So it worked once. I don't have any reason to believe that it won't work this time. I'm thinking that it's being just the small torque forces coming from that probe core, and we don't have enough airspeed, equivalent airspeed at this point to have strong aerodynamic control. I'm thinking maybe that including a basic RCS system to the engine return vehicle may be a good idea. I'll have to think about that, although that would continue to up its expense, and I don't want the thing to be more expensive. Okay, let's pull that nose back, guys. Come on. Got some pilot-induced oscillation happening. Airspeed beginning, equivalent airspeed's now getting up to the range where it begins to be useful. Oh, hey, there's my, right down there's my external fuel tank. Whoops. Okay, let's not, why is my nose way, okay, hang on. Can we, are we tumbling out of control? Is that what's happening here? Stop that. Come on, guys. What? This is tumbling out of control and starting to see some re-entry effects. Why is it doing this? It didn't do this the first time. Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared. Can we point it in the nose? Point the nose in the direction of travel, please. Try the SAS. G-forces as it oscillates back and forth. G-forces getting up there where it's like 6 Gs. Oh, this is bad news, man. Bad news, bad news, bad news. Come on. Well, this worked before. Oh, I'm scared. This thing is going to over-G. I don't think it's going to burn up. It's that's not a... But over-G is a real possibility. Come on, man. At least we're decelerating. That's something. Why is this so wildly unstable? Look at this. Okay, I'll just take my hands off the controls for a bit. Nothing I'm doing is helping at all. And we'll wait. Yeah, we seem to have settled down from some of the G-forces. That's good. I'm going to wait till we get subsonic. And then we'll put more effort. Subsonic into some slightly thicker air, and then we'll put some effort into regaining control. Mach 1.2 right now. Okay, there's subsonic dropping through down to 12 kilometers altitude, and our wild tumble is calming down. So let's try to get out of this spin, why don't we? Just holding that right. Oops, okay, hang on. Come on, guys. We just get the nose pointed somewhere close to the direction. Right there. Come on. No. Yeah, some RCS might be a good idea, but more importantly, we definitely need to redesign the whole wing shape. Apparently there's something... This is an inverted flat spin. Let's try throttling up out of it, huh? Inverted flat spin is bad, bad, bad news. Okay. 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 Oop. Come on, guys. Okay. Start. Oh, we're so close. So close. So close. There we go. There we go. Pull up. 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 Pull up more. Pull up more. More. Oh, you can see the lights on the ground. My God, you see that? Whew! Okay. Was anybody else worried? I was worried. Wow. Okay, so there's a few things. Maybe we need to go back to the drawing board in this vehicle. Let's trim nose up a little bit. And, yeah, let's see. I guess one landing spot is as good as any other around here. Wow, that was scary. A 5G recovery, but I'd already seen the thing. It survived 6 Gs during that tumble, so I was pretty sure it would handle that. Okay, nice gentle descent. Why was this thing so unstable? There's something that I mean, I know a little bit about some of these aerodynamics and stuff, but there's other people that know a whole lot more. I thought that this wing design would be stable, but obviously it isn't. I can't really tell how far above the ground I am. Not really. Oh, there's the shadow lights right there. Good. Okay. Hang on, let's angle that engine back. Remember some of the bad old days of using those things. Good. And some gentle braking. Let me see. Did I remember to turn the brakes? Yeah. Yeah, I took the advice, and only the mains are braking. Good. Let's turn the lights off. Don't need those on anymore. Good. Set the park and brake. Okay, so now, can we recycle and in-flight? We get 24,000 back from this. Okay, so we spent like over like 70,000 on the mission, but we're getting like 24,500 back. So that's good. And it's still a profit. It's still for this one particular mission, it's not a big profit margin, but it is a profit. You know, this is working. Okay. Cool. Let's go. Seems like a good place to end it. I don't feel like doing the next step is the manned mission, but we'll do that next. Now, I don't know. I think maybe we need to go do some back room working on the stability of the engine return vehicle. Okay, but yeah, and when we come back next time, we'll be doing a manned mission anyways. I'll talk to you later. Bye.